Hello, everyone. I am John Howe, financial planner here at Generation Capital Management, and this is another installment of John's Top Tips. You've heard about it, you've read about it, you maybe even participated in it. It's the Great Migration, also known as the Great Resignation. Workers are changing jobs in droves for a few different reasons that are sort of beyond the scope of what we want to focus on for this video. But in this episode, we will be focusing on your 401k or 403b, your previous employer's retirement plan that you might have left behind when you changed jobs if you participated in the Great Resignation or the Great Reshuffle. So let's get right into it. First thing to think about is plan loans. Did you take a plan loan? If you have an outstanding balance or a loan on your employer-sponsored plan at your previous employer, you're going to want to make sure that you have a plan to resolve that. A lot of company plans offer employees the opportunity to borrow money from their plan without penalties or realizing income tax. It's one of the great features about a plan loan. You actually end up paying the interest to yourself instead of to the bank on that type of a loan. If you do leave your company, though, with an outstanding balance, they might make you make that repayment due in full at the time that you leave or a certain time period after that. If they do and you can't repay it immediately, don't panic. That loan will likely be treated as a distribution, but you do have until your tax filing deadline to roll that distribution back into your new employer's plan. So just keep that in mind. The second thing that you're going to want to keep in mind is that is the idea of a rollover. Now, you've probably heard of this before. It's the act of moving funds in your employer-sponsored plan into a new employer-sponsored plan or an IRA or an individual retirement agreement account. You'll initiate this transfer by reaching out to the custodian of your previous employer's retirement plan and ask for the rollover form. They have those forms. They should be able to supply those to you. If you do work with an advisor, you may consider rolling over your retirement funds to them, but do be careful. IRAs that you would be using with your new with your advisor, they don't have the same protection from creditors that certain employer-sponsored retirement plans do. So just keep that in mind when you're thinking about rolling over to your advisor. These protections may be less important, though, to you than actual proper asset allocation and risk management. Risk management is huge when it comes to your retirement assets. Employer-sponsored plans are often your best bet for low expenses in terms of investment management, but they also cater to a larger group of people and they aren't as individualized. If you contrast this with rolling over your account to an advisor, especially one that you're comfortable and familiar with, your expenses may be higher, but you may have more personalized guidance, better risk management, and a larger universe of investment options at your disposal. It is important to figure out what works best for you. You can reach out to us and ask us for some of that information, some guidance on that. We'll try to make the best recommendation for you, given your situation. But we did write a blog about this. So go ahead and check out our blog on our website. Go to gencapmgmt.com for some of our thoughts on rollovers and some other considerations that you might want to make before you go ahead and pull that trigger. If you do have any other questions, like I said, you can reach out to us and we'd be happy to discuss those with you. Remember that as a registered investment advisor, Generation Capital Management always must act and give guidance in your best interest. We take pride in what we do, and we're here to help you. So again, this is John Howe. I'm the financial planner here at Generation Capital Management, and this was John's Top Tips.